Narcissists lay the cheese in the trap, and then they want to act like there is no trap. So, in other words, they put the bait out and then want to pretend like they had no idea there was even a trap, even though they put the bait out and the trap. So, one of the narcissists I knew, I believe he was trying to get me to talk crap about people I knew, because he just kept saying, like, out of left field, he would bring up random people that I knew on my social media accounts who were my friends, not his friends, and just start talking crap about them, and so I kind of came to the conclusion that he was doing that because he was trying to get me to say something bad about them, which I didn't do because I didn't have anything bad to say about them. And let's just say, like, let's just use the name John Smith. He'd be like, John Smith, da 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 da, and like just start talking crap, like totally out of the blue. And I would just be like, I don't know, I've never had a problem with them. I kept responding and I'm just realizing in hindsight that he must have been trying to get me to say something bad about these people, so him and his Satan spawn friend could then go and use it for a smear campaign at a later date. Because these two people were kind of like, I don't want to say bigwigs, but just people that know a lot of other people in an industry that we're kind of a part of, let's just say. So, I had to start thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, they were specifically picking those people, because I kept just thinking, why does he keep bringing these people up? It just seemed so, like, it made no sense, but obviously it makes sense now, But I'm not really a person to be talking crap about people for no reason. However, even if I did say something about them, which would be highly unlikely because it's just not my personality, and there was nothing bad to say about them. I never had a bad experience with them. I had not one negative word to say about them. However, I know these people for way longer, for way longer, but the narcs didn't even know them. They knew them through me. So had they tried to get me to talk crap about them and then tried to present it to them, oh, she said this about you, they wouldn't have believed him anyway. They know I'm a stand-up person, and they would have known right off the rip. They would have been like, these two guys are pieces of garbage, and they're trying to start trouble. First of all, they're both older. One was like 50 and the other one's in his 60s. They've been around the block, okay? So these young guys in their 30s, they already would have known they were trying to start trouble. They wouldn't have fell for it at all. So it's just kind of funny how they try to cook up all this trouble, and like they couldn't even get their schemes going because pretty much everything they were trying was like failing, because I really wasn't taking the bait. And I didn't even know it was bait at the time. I just thought, like, oh, maybe he's insecure and he has to talk crap about everyone. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, oh. But now it's perfectly clear what they were up to. They were trying to get me to talk crap about these particular people so then they could try to do like a smear campaign or something at a later date. But it's kind of funny when people do these things, because I know a lot of people in that particular industry who know a lot of people who are like the heads of everything. So it would have backfired on them had they tried to do this to me. And I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm all powerful. No, not at all. But I was just sitting there minding my own business, harmless. And everyone knows I'm harmless. So they totally would have seen through these two. But it just shows what total, absolute lowlives these people are. Like, two men trying to set up a female and bully a female. I mean, how pathetic of a loser do you even have to be that, number one, you couldn't even handle me by yourself. You had to call in a reinforcement loser, a second loser, because you felt that you needed to tag team me in order to take me out. Like, oh, let's just all gang up on this female. I mean, what type of losers are we dealing with in society that two males gang up on one female? I mean, are you that sad of a person? I mean, these people are the lowest of the low. I mean, it's like, it's sad. It's really, really sad. And I haven't even gone into, I mean, if all of the stuff that I know, I haven't even gone into on this channel of how despicable these people are. Which is why I laugh, because they try so hard to destroy people that are just literally minding their own business. And they leech onto you, and they start looking at all your contacts and people you know, and it's just, I mean, it's overwhelmingly pathetic. So they lay a lot of traps to try to set you up, but in the end it backfires. It backfires because, first of all, people aren't stupid. Like, people know when, there's just, people are just trying to start trouble. I mean, for the most part, majority of people that have been around the block can discern when some lowlife is just trying to be a jerk and set someone else up. I think they can pretty much tell. So, anyway, narcissists put the cheese in the trap. They try to pretend like they didn't set a trap, but we all know what's up. We all know what time it is. Stay away from these lowlifes.